23. How can thou say, I am not polluted? Which one of us is not polluted? Which one of us is not foul or has not been foul at one point in their life? The things we say behind people's back, the things we do when nobody else is looking, the things we think about on a daily to weekly basis. The world that we're in is religiously defiled, is sexually defiled. We're unclean, all of, on every continent on this planet, physically, mentally, spiritually, politically. I have not gone after Balaam. We have false gods and false idols all over this country, all over this world. All the false religion the world is full of. See thy way in the valley of Hinnom. It's a giant garbage pit in the backside of Jerusalem where they burn their children in sacrifice. Look at the world we live in. Look at all of the children being sacrificed. Look at all the abuse of the children all over this world. Pay attention to the way we raising our children, the way we speak to our children, the way we come at them with anger, because we angry and bitter. So we take it out on the kids. Know what thou hast done. We have to understand, man, that our children depend on us. Thou art a swift dromedary, transversing her ways. This is a camel. Her way is breeding. She's traversing her ways. She's entangling. And this is what we do. We entangle ourselves with the things that we have in our life, the things that we chase after. These drugs and this alcohol and this anger that we have out here, it entangles us. Just like a female camel in heat. That's what this is saying. We driven by unbridled lust. We driven by unbridled anger. We're gonna do what we want. We're driven by this urge to fulfill and gratify our passion. And it leads to rebellion. It leads to uncontrolled chaos. Because everybody around here is filled with unfaithfulness. Nobody's trustworthy. And all of this nonsense takes us away from him. "24. A wild ass, like a wild donkey, used to the wilderness." This is talking about untamed lust. We have a reckless nature inside of us, man. We driven by a desire, a passion that defies control. We don't want to be controlled. We so used to the world, the way this world operates. We so used to the daily struggle and the daily grind of how things are down here. And that's not the way things are supposed to be down here. That snuffed up the wind at her pleasure. Sniffing at the air. We the ones that mess our life up down here. We the ones that get our life all in sham by the junk we do, by the stuff we accept into our life. The way of this world, not faithful, not natural. All of it is to pleasure ourselves. And for a lot of us, this is just the way we grew up. We grew up in the wilderness. We have to get back right with the one who created us. We have to get all of this nonsense out of our way, out of our vision, so we can see clearly down here. And together we can move forward with the way things are supposed to be. This female donkey's walking around sniffing the air, looking for a mate to breed with. And this is how we operate. We walk around with our nose in the air, just looking for ways to spiritually whore around. I mean, that word pleasure there is soul. The word wind is ruach. Sniffing at the wind, turning our nose up to God's spirit. All these things we listen to, all these things that we say, all these things we do, all these things we watch, all these things we eat, we feed not only our physical body filth, but we feed our spirit and our soul filth. In her occasion, who can turn her away? This donkey's in heat. All they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her month they shall find her. The male donkeys who seek this female don't even have to go looking for her. She goes to them. That's the same thing we do. The spiritual enemy that we have, they don't even have to go looking for us. They don't have to seek us out. We go looking for them. We go walk ourselves right in the middle of it. We go out there actively seeking this junk. Who can stop this female donkey from fulfilling her lust and her passion? Nobody. As long as we are driven by these natural desires and we let them control our life, that's exactly where it's gonna drive us. Who can stop us from fulfilling our lust? And what happens at the end? What happens at the end when this female donkey finally goes find what she's looking for? She gets screwed, and we wonder why our life is screwed. Pay attention to what you actively seek. Pay attention to what you chasing after. Pay attention to where your desires and passions are leading you. What did they do? What was their life like? Was they good? Was they evil? Was they black? Was they white? Was they rich? Was they poor? How did they live their life? Did they make peace with their death? 25. Withhold thy foot from being unshod. He's telling us to stay at home, man. Stop wearing your shoes out, running all over chasing all this junk. Unshod, that's barefoot. You done ran your shoes so much, they done come off. Now you running around barefoot. And thy throat from thirst. We get thirsty, we done wore ourselves out. We done wore ourselves out there. I done chase after the things of that world. or it's gonna wear you out. We out there chasing our addictions, and while we ignore all the things in our life that is worth our attention. But thou said it, there is no hope. We sit back and say there's no hope. There ain't no hope for us out here. How many times we done told ourselves that? How many times we tell ourselves that right now? Because we accept our condition, so we just keep on struggling. And we get into this position where we just think that this is all life has to offer. Like, this is it, man. This is all life has for me. But that's not true, because the creator of this world has way more for us down here than what we got ourselves into. The Lord himself is calling us to pay attention to him and his word. There is hope in him. There's hope in his word. No, for I have loved strangers. We love all of these things that destroy us inside. All of these things that lead us right off of a cliff. It takes us away from the truth of our creator, from the truth and the way things are supposed to be down here. All around the world, look at all of the religions we done made up down here, man. You can't sit here and turn a relationship with our creator into a religion. We don't follow the one true creator. None of these religions out here do. The true creator's in us, man. He's in us. His spirit ain't down here hanging out in the church down on the corner. And after them will I go. Them passions, them desires, after them will we go. That's what we follow. That's what we chase after. And we don't all say, ain't all honest about our problems, about our lusts, about our desires, about our secret passions. But this is how we act. Our conduct speaks for itself. Our lifestyle speaks the truth.